The Commission on Elections gives in to calls for an extended voter registration period. The poll body will now be working with an even tighter schedule for next year's elections. Pulse Asia has released its latest survey on preferred 2022 candidates. Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte tops the list of presidential bets, while Senate President Tito Sotto led the VP rankings. Artist Bree Jonson has been laid to rest in Davao City. Results of a parallel investigation into her death is still pending. And boxing champion Senator Manny Pacquiao is bidding his stellar sports career goodbye. Pacquiao formally announced his retirement from boxing in a heartfelt video posted online. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. After turning down several proposals, the Comelec finally gave in and voter registration has been extended. With this, around 63 million Filipinos are expected to be registered just in time for the 2022 elections. Jen Calimon with the story.
Due to public clamor and pressure from Congress, the Commission on Elections has decided to extend the voter registration period. Registrations will reopen by October 11 after the filing of certificates of candidacy. Comelec offices and satellite sites will be open from Monday to Friday and on the last Saturday of October. The registration for overseas voting is likewise extended from October 1 to 14.
I know that prior to this announcement, there was a lot of talk about limiting the scope of the extension to new registrants only.
The Comelec assures the public that they will still try to be on schedule for other election activities.
As with any planning, meron talaga tayong slack time, no? Meron talagang may allowance talaga yan. Basically, what this means is we're gonna dip into that slack time.
The poll body told the chiefs that half of the voting population for next year's elections are youth.
Looking at somewhere around 51% of the voting population. So it really skews the voting population towards the young.
A political analyst says the COVID-19 pandemic has pushed more youth to register.
Una, dahil nga ang mga kabataan ay hindi nakakalabas, hindi nakakagawa ng ibang activities sa kanilang bahay, nagkaroon sila ngayon ng panahon at nagkaroon ng interest, parati silang nasa social media tungkol sa mga issues sa ating lipunan.
Despite this, the expert says it's hard to tell if their vote will be solid.
Hindi pa yon established na meron tayong youth vote president, for example. Ngunit masasabi natin na may mga kandidato na mas madali nilang naaani yung youth vote.
A bigger youth vote also won't guarantee against powerful political dynasty candidates.
Hindi enough na pag maraming kabataan ang boboto, ibig sabihin mananaig ang hindi trapong politiko. Kung ikaw ay reform-minded politician at gusto mong buwagin ng isang dinastiya, hindi masamang estratehiya ang engage ang kabataan.
Around 63 million Filipino voters are expected to be registered for 2022 polls, higher compared to 61 million last 2019. Reporting for News 5, Jen Calimon, We Are One News.
Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte is the most preferred presidential pick for the 2022 elections, according to the latest survey by Pulse Asia. Based on its September polls, 20% of Pinoys are supportive of the younger Duterte's presidential bid. On the heels of Mayor Sara is former Senator Bongbong Marcos with 15%, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno with 13%, and Senator Manny Pacquiao with 12%. Fifth most preferred is Senator Grace Poe, and Vice President Leni Robredo is sixth. In the vice presidential race, 25% said they would vote for Senate President Tito Sotto as the next VP. Trailing him by a wide margin are President Duterte, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, Bongbong Marcos, Manny Pacquiao, and Senator Bongo. Meanwhile, TV broadcaster Raffy Tulfo is the top senatorial choice among respondents for next year. He is statistically tied with former House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano in the survey rankings. Also in the top 5 are ex-senators Cheese Escudero and Loren de Garda, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, and Senator Manny Pacquiao. Completing the preferred senatorial top 12 are Senator Ping Lacson, Bongbong Marcos, TV host Willie Revillame, and Public Works Chief Mark Villar. Meanwhile, environmental advocates are set to file a writ of kalikasan petition to protest the Manila Bay Dolomite Beach project. AGHAM, or Advocates of Science and Technology for the People, called the project insensitive, insincere, and unscientific. The writ of kalikasan is a legal remedy which seeks to protect people's constitutional right to a healthy environment. The group said that the DENR admitted to underestimating the environmental impact of the Dolomite project. AGHAM is proposing massive reforestation, zero garbage output, and urban gardening as solutions that can be explored to rehabilitate the Manila Bay.
There are no shortcuts to a cleaner environment. The task of cleaning and restoring Manila Bay may be daunting, but it needs to be done for future generations of Filipinos to benefit from its many uses.
Family and friends of Bree Jonson are still clamoring for justice, even as the visual artist was laid to rest this afternoon. Gemma Vansenia joins us live from Davao City for more details. Gem, how was the final rite of Bree?
Yes, Sean, 30-year-old visual artist Bree Jonson is now laid to rest in a private cemetery here in Davao City. Bree's family and friends here in Davao City were present during the burial. Most of them wore a mask and a shirt calling for justice over the sudden death of Bree Jonson. Her mother, Sally Jonson, wallowed in tears after losing her only child. Meanwhile, Bree's boyfriend and a person of interest, Julian Ongpin, did not show up today, nor has he sent his condolences to the Jonson family. The family also lamented the slow process of resolving Bree's case, believing some sort of cover-up involving the police. They said the police has yet to turn over key evidence to the National Bureau of Investigation, which is conducting their own parallel probe on the case. Sean, Bree's family and friends are hoping that justice will be served for their loved one. We're still waiting for new updates from the PNP and from the Ongpin's camp regarding the case. Sean?
Right, thank you so much for that update and stay safe out there. That was Gemma Vansenia of News 5 joining us live from Davao City. We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay with us. You are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Health Department reported over 12,800 new COVID-19 cases on Wednesday. Over 132,000 of the 2.53 million total caseload are still considered active. The DOH said 38 duplicates were removed from the case count, 27 of which are recoveries. 186 people died of the virus overnight, pushing the death toll to 38,100. Meanwhile, 120 cases previously tagged as recoveries have been reclassified as deaths after further validation. On the other hand, total recoveries are at 2.36 million after 12,200 new survivors in the last 24 hours. 22.9% of the 51,300 tests included in today's bulletin yielded positive results. Senator Manny Pacquiao has officially announced his retirement from boxing after a stellar career. The 42-year-old Pacquiao posted a 14-minute video to thank all those who have been part of his boxing journey. Before entering politics, Pacquiao first made a name for himself in boxing, defeating a series of opponents ranging from Oscar de la Hoya to Shane Mosley. Throughout his career, Pacquiao garnered a 62-8-2 win-loss draw card, including 39 knockouts. He is set to run for president next year under the ruling party, PDP Laban.
As I hang up my boxing gloves, I would like to thank the whole world, especially the Filipino people, for supporting Manny Pacquiao. Goodbye, boxing. I just heard the final bell. Tapos na ang boxing. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Let's take a quick look now at today's other top stories. Professor Guido David of the Octa Research Group reported a further decline in the country's COVID-19 reproduction rate. From 0.99, it is now down to 0.96 as of September 28. The reproduction number indicates how many individuals an infected patient can pass the virus on to. The health department says the COVID-19 vaccination of minors aged 12 to 17 with comorbidities will begin soon. Written consent from their parents and medical clearance will be prerequisites to vaccination. President Duterte recently approved the inoculation of the general public, including minors, by October. And in sports, the Gilas Pilipinas women's team suffered their second straight loss, this time from the Australian Opals, 56-120. The Filipino squad will go up against Chinese Taipei next. This is on Thursday, Manila time. They hope to secure at least one win in their bracket to avoid a relegation match against the lowest-ranked team from the other group. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.